Hello, Namaste. This is Ira Sahai. I'm back again with another D-Life Diploma course review video on a monsoon Sunday in Mumbai. So we are still working. I'm a D-Life certified metabolic health consultant, also the chief operating officer of D-Life Healthcare Private Limited. I have with me today my teammate and an ex Twitter follower, that we always admired, Shinjita Joshi Pant, who's from Bangalore. She's now certified as a D-Life metabolic health consultant and a part of the D-Life team and family. Welcome, Shinjita.
Thank you so much, Ira. It's so good to see you here, talking to you
Yeah,
right now.
always from Twitter to, the team.
Yes.
So, great journey Shinjita has made. A bit of background on her. She's a homemaker turned aspiring health coach, driven by a deeply personal journey. She stepped into the field of nutrition not just out of curiosity, but out of necessity, seeking answers to help heal her family's health challenges and have a pill-free and pain-free life. Her biggest motivation is her daughter, who is on the autism spectrum, and she carries a simple but powerful desire to live well and long, at least one day more than her daughter, so she can always be there for her. Through evidence based nutrition, compassionate care, and continuous learning, she's committed to helping others reclaim their health and vitality, just as she's doing for her own family. Shinjita, you can let her be there. It's okay.
It's okay actually, because then yeah, that's it.
So as you can see, that's a daughter there, and that is been her primary motive for, Shinjita, or motivation for Shinjita to enroll and learn low carb nutrition, which is the only evidence-based science that works, from diabetes to mental health to cancers to hypertension and all of the metabolic syndromes. So, like that, we have I think, two, three moms who are enrolled into the course to help their children out who are going through various metabolic syndromes. Shinjita is back, so we'll hear it more from her. So, Shinjita, I just gave your background and saw your, very sweet daughter back there. So, please tell us your journey from being a Twitter follower who we so admired for her, intelligence and the way she could understand what we were writing, to now being a teammate. Tell us the journey and why did you choose D-Live?
Yeah, so it's very personal, as you said. So basically, it all started with my daughter's diagnosis of ASD. And post the diagnosis, the question that haunted me the most, and it still does sometimes, what after me? And the second best answer I could get around was my longevity. So once I got fixated on that, I thought, okay, then lifespan with health span became my mantra. And I started thinking seriously about my own health. So I came across Shashi sir's tweets, and something about them just clicked. I started reading more, trying out a few things, but again, nothing consistent. Do din kiya, fir do din nahi kiya. And then after a little while, we did some blood test, me and my husband, and the results were a little upsetting. Kaha I was thinking of longevity, but the reality was a little different. So I reached out to Shashi sir, and he kindly looked at our reports, and he suggested the LCHF way of eating and some supplements too. So we followed it properly, made some real changes, and were consistent. So by God's grace, in just 4 or 5 months, most of the numbers in our reports improved, and we were feeling awesome. So that gave us a lot of confidence. And by that time, I had watched and rewatched almost all of the D Live YouTube podcasts. I was really getting into it. So then came Metabolic Health Conference 1.0. You won't believe I was glued to my laptop for 3 days. It felt like, that scene from Three Idiots movies where the character of Amir Khan says, Sab jagah gyan bat raha hai, kahin bhi baith jao. So each session was like that. Yeah. So that's my journey. And then I was following not only Sashi sir, Anup sir, Arun sir, and you. And each tweet I would read, I would, just be more curious to know what's more. So and after MHC, I was like, okay, now I wanted to learn properly, step by step. And then D-Life felt like the obvious choice. So another thing that I really liked was the people behind it. Anup sir, Shashi sir, Arun sir, Dr. Kaur, and you. All the videos which are there in D-Life podcast, they're full of real life stories, real experiences. Everyone has been through it all, and that matters to me. These days, you can get information from everywhere: YouTube, Insta, X, but it's all scattered. What I got from D Life was not just Gyan, but guidance, clear steps, even before joining the course. So, and when I saw how Shashi sir's advice helped us and how Anup sir explains everything with so much honesty, I knew this is the right place for me.
And what an inspiring backstory, Shinjita. It always moves me, people who want to take charge of their health and do something which is, I would say, it's just the best thing that probably you can give to your children, to your parents, is the gift of health and the knowledge of low carb. So, as you said, information is scattered. That's one thing. But, low carb nutrition for metabolic health is not available anywhere. So, every day we see people who are, like yesterday I tweeted about an 800 kilocalorie diet, somebody passing off it as keto. And I got a call from somebody, again, a mom who's a single mom, and she said, I'm distraught. I have lost hair and my thyroid is bad. It's screwed up. And, I was doing keto. So when I dug up a bit more, it turned out that it was just a hypocaloric diet. So, and a low fat diet. So, this is what happens. People think it's information, it is actually misinformation. And the only low carb information or low carb nutrition for metabolic conditions or syndromes is available with D Life in the D Life course and with the D Life coaches. So, Shinjita, very happy to have you now as a very valuable part of our team. Please tell us, now that you've gone through the course, how did you find it?
Yeah, now that I've finished the course, I can honestly say that it's been a really solid, eye-opening journey. A few things that really stood out to me were like, first thing I would say is it's not just theory, it's real life stuff. Everything I learned was practical and not just textbook definitions, but actual case studies, real blood reports, and how changes in your diet make a difference. And I have heard about lots of diets and I've seen people in diets, but nothing motivated me enough to just jump into it. But with this course, this course made everything very relatable and easy to connect with. And the course is quite vast, but at the same time, it's really easy to understand. And that says a lot, especially coming from someone like me who doesn't have a science or much of nutrition background. So, I used to think that whatever food we are eating from the mouth, it just straight away drops to our stomach because of the gravity. But from the course, the course has such basic information also from the very beginning that no, it's not because of gravity. It's something called peristalsis, like, wave-like movement of our digestive tract that pushes the food down. So what I'm trying to tell you is ki the course starts from such basic knowledge. So, and then it takes us to a different level. And the course also gives you knowledge in all the aspects, social, political, economical aspects of low carb nutrition, as well as other variations of different diets also. So this is one thing. Another thing I really liked about the course was the Indian food focus. How we know our culture, it moves around the food. So that was really a big one for me. Most courses or diets, they talk about Western food like steak, bacon, eggs, which we don't eat. So, but here it's all desi food, which we call real food. So how you can have your own roti, sabzi, and festival food, celebrating foods. So they have shown in the course how you can tweak some of our meals and really stay on the track. That was really really helpful for me as well as for my whole family. Now we are a low carb family, so because of all those help, we were able to stay on the track. It's been 2 years now. And the third thing really impressed me was the support and the community. You don't feel alone in this. The forum, the WhatsApp group, and people share their doubts, updates, successes. It's a very safe space. And the seniors are always guiding and encouraging. Let's say you don't understand something in the course, you can easily ask your doubts on the forum or the WhatsApp group, and seniors help you understand with real life examples. I would say what more one can ask for, right? And the last thing I would say is you understand the root cause of things. Now I understand health from a root cause level. So I used to think blood sugar and cholesterol, they were just numbers to control. But now I understand why they go up and what affects them, how food, sleep, stress, all of it is so connected. That's real knowledge, not just any surface level info. So I feel
Yeah,
very
and
empowered. Yeah.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
add to Shinjita's point, very well said there, Shinjita. And the DLife Forum itself has been reviewed by global LCHF stalwarts. And you can find reviews after reviews after reviews. There is no other platform in the world that has such glorified reviews. And the recipes section is the biggest collection of Indian low carb recipes in the world, and it is widely recommended by, again, global low carb stalwarts and doctors like Dr. David Unwin, Gary Fetke, all of them. So it's not just a platform, it's the gold standard of low carb nutrition and metabolic health, whichever angle you look at it from, whether you look at it from the forum angle, support angle, the course angle, the community angle, recipes, you have A to Z of low carb nutrition. And that's why now 21 countries are enrolled with us. Even doctors from overseas are enrolled with us. Forget Indian doctors, they are there. But even overseas doctors, mainstream doctors are enrolled with us. So this is the spectrum of D life and its stamp on the world that has changed the way Indian low carb is being done, because there was nothing in 2011 when Anup started off. And the mantra of 100-gram carbs per day max, the online mention of that is there since 2012, when he had already been on that 100-gram carbs protocol. And that became the premise of founding D Life, which made in turn, Indian vegetarians able to do low carb. And not only that, but put their diabetes under remission on an Indian vegetarian diet. Therefore, when people say there is a lot of information, no, there is not a lot of information. There is a lot of misinformation, because
Listen.
unless you are trained from D Life, you will not know how to handle a vegetarian client. It's a very, very difficult, situation. Even if you're an Indian coach, people have openly admitted, and Shinjita, you can go out and check for yourself. Don't give them the answer, but ask them, is wheat low carb? They will say, no, wheat should be removed. And then you say, what is it that you're taking in place of wheat? And it'll be millets. So people do not know millets is not low carb. What we give to our clients and to our mentees is something that is our copyright. And everything has been, given to enrollees for free. The forum access is complimentary. The recipes access is complimentary, not just now, but for, lifetime. We are, of course, coming up with a few changes in in the future, which we have always talked about, but that's for the good of serious coaches. So
Yeah.
continuing the conversation forward, Shinjita, you were talking about the community. Now you have completed the course and you are also there in the WhatsApp community. You also still have the forum access. You also still have the recipes access. You have the access to mentors 24/7. How do you see the power of the community in D-Life?
This it's the support which we get in D life is honestly one of the best parts of the whole experience. You're never left alone. Even after finishing the course, there's always someone to guide you, whether it is through WhatsApp group or the forum. Seniors and mentors are super helpful and patient. You can ask even the smallest of the doubts, and you'll get practical experience based answers, not just textbooks replies. So it always feels like a community, not a course. Everyone is really supportive. There's no judgment, no one size fits all attitude, actually. They understand that everyone's journey is different and help you figure out what works for you. So now about the resources, what can I say? It's massive. Yeah, you as you correctly said, D Life has the largest Indian low carb knowledge base in the world, and thousands of food items, recipes, case studies, blog posts, videos, FAQs, you name it, and it's there. So everything is focused on Indian food and real life Indian health issues. So I feel that's what it makes it so unique. Other platforms don't even come close in terms of depth or cultural relevance. That's what actually I feel that D Life really stands out. So you're not just reading theory, you're learning from people who have reversed diabetes, lost weight, improved PCOD, thyroid. And you are such a big example yourself, Ira, how you reversed your diagnosis. And it's all documented, everything in detail in the forum.
Yes.
Yeah, I honestly feel like it's a gold mine. You can keep going back, searching, reading, and learning more every day. It's not something you just finish and forget, it stays with you.
Yeah. And I think I just, was thinking in my mind while you were speaking, D-Life is the Google of low carb nutrition and metabolic health. You never
Rightly
go to
said.
Google. You only write in the community and you get an answer. Pop
Answer.
comes the answer. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I never go to Google. I mean, now it's been time since I've been practicing, but even initially, you just had to ask, and there would be answers that were even more precise and practical and hands-on than Google. So, D-Life is the Google or the encyclopedia of low carb nutrition and metabolic health, especially Indian low carb.
Yeah.
So, great, elaboration there on the community aspect and support, Shinjita. I would want to know, since you've started, you've done the course, how has it improved, the situation at home and helped you with your daughter?
Yeah. So my main reason for getting into LCHF was our blood reports actually. Lifespan with health span was is there. So when we started the LCHF, after a certain, let's say, 4 or 5 months, all our numbers have improved. And it's not just the numbers, the way you feel. That's really the main thing. I am all next year I'll be 50. I'm 49 right now. I don't feel 49. In my group, everybody is popping one or the other two pills, and whenever I talk to them, almost everyone, I hope they don't see this, otherwise
No,
they
I hope they
hurt
do
me.
because you're such an inspiration. I hope they do. You should actually send it to them because we think, looking like this or, walking with a stick or limping and, carrying weight is part of aging. No, it is not. What you're eating is the poison that is actually, kind of roasting you, glycating you and, aging you. So understand
Exactly.
the process of low carb and you can see the picture difference. If you are listening, if you're Shinjita's friend and you're listening to this, take inspiration from her and you can absolutely reverse. I don't even call it reverse aging. I would say that's our natural state of being. Why, age like that, that's not acceptable. So please carry on, Shinjita. This is such an interesting
So
conversation. Also,
whenever I talk to my
yeah.
friends or relatives who are, especially let's say, who are my age, I see, whenever they're talking about their health, everyone has some or the other issue. Basic acid reflux and all those things, but the people talk about it so lightly. And when they see me, and I'm just, whenever such kind of conversation is happening, I am mum because I don't have any of those things, honestly. I'm feeling younger day by day. So I do suggest, but as we rightly know, that friends and family listen to us at the last. So
Yeah.
it's like that.
So as Anup says, unless their tails are on fire, they won't come to you, and which is a good thing because then they come with a lot of determination.
Yeah.
Shinjita, how has this knowledge helped your daughter? Is there any
Yeah,
improvement that you're
yeah,
seeing?
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I forgot that part. Yeah, so my daughter, she, apart from some gut issues, some learning disabilities, she had, a lot of white hair. So that has reduced quite a bit. Even my older one,
Fantastic.
she used, she would just look at Mummy, dekho, look how her hair is transparent. You can see half of it is turning
Yes.
black, and then
Yeah.
rest is gonna be. And that, that means something inside is changing, right?
Yes.
And her teeth, she used to have a lot of plaque, and used to get worried to go to the doctor because she would not like touch anyone. So how would take her to the doctor. And initially, when she was growing up, when she was a baby, she used to have a lot of ear infections. So those doctor visits were always, just before the doctor visit, I used to get anxious and all that. But now, since last 2 years, nothing. Her teeth is spick and span, no plaque, nothing. Hair is changing, and she had a lot of eczema on her hand, on her back, and on her neck, and all those, all smooth.
Wow.
Yeah, so she had a lot of spots and all those things, all gone. And I see that she has have a lot of energy also, because we go for walks and I take her for physiotherapy and all those things. And her therapist also says, ki, earlier, by the end of the session, you could see that she's getting tired. She wants to come back home, but not now. I get tired after a certain, let's say, number of walks, but she says, no, walk more, walk more. I said, okay. So that's really big. Yeah.
This is so inspiring. Shinjita, probably, I'll tweet about this if you allow me to, because this will inspire so many moms who are, actually desperate to see their children get better. And I
Yeah.
always, have tears in my eyes when I listen to such stories because I want to go out on the rooftop and shout from there, you can do something about it.
Yes, yes,
So,
and it's not only physical. Actually, the learning has improved so much. Now we do crossword puzzles. Of course, it's her level of crossword puzzles, but again, the thinking, the cognition has improved so much that I could never think, 2.5 years back, that we would, both of us would be sitting and doing our own crosswords. But now she does her own, I do mine. So that says a
yeah,
lot.
at some point of time, Shinjita, I think we'll do a podcast with you to detail this journey because there are so many people, millions of them probably, especially mothers. A lot of them join D Life to help their kids out. And it is if you don't do that, you're probably being very cruel on your kid because there is a way to empower them. If you don't do that journey for your children, I think they'll always be deprived of that, so
Exactly.
much extra,
Yeah.
so much of life that you could have given them if you had this knowledge. So probably we'll do a D Life, podcast with you to document
Certainly.
her journey,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that will
sure.
inspire a lot. Shinjita, tell me now, I'm really waiting for you to, get out on Twitter and in the market. It's a big market, and especially because of the experience that you have in this spectrum, you can help so many people. Are you already handling clients? If not, how do you, I mean, when do you plan to start? And, I would ask you to give out your contact details so people who are close to you, who are in Bangalore, who want to contact you because of your practical experience of handling, such a child, and then, improving her condition on a low carb diet, people would want to contact you. So probably at the end of, your answer, you can give out your contact details.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, so yes, now that I'm legally certified through D-Life, I have started helping a few people, mainly friends and family to begin with. And it feels really good, to finally be able to guide others with confidence, knowing that I have both the knowledge and the backing of a solid science-based course. And I am living that course. I feel that's the main thing. If you go to anyone, and let's say go to a dietitian or a doctor, they are not living that. We are living that. Whatever we're going to suggest, we are living that. So that's really, I feel very big. And though I have not yet started taking clients as of now, actually I have to sort out a few things in my life before I begin this journey. So I thought, why not just start with family and friends, and that will give me some experience, and I want to go step by step and give each person the right attention. So but yes, I'm officially open to consulting now. Yeah.
So would you want to give out your contact details and your Twitter handle or phone number or email ID,
uh,
whatever? Let people reach out to you.
Yeah, sure. So my Twitter handle is at the rate Shinjita Pant, and my phone number to reach out to me is 99726 12644. I repeat, 99726 12644. You can WhatsApp me or message me. Yeah.
Yeah. And one last question, Shinjita. There are millions of people, millions of moms who are in the same situation like you are. Give out a message for them and why they absolutely must, not they should, they absolutely must do this course. If they want to see any improvement in the condition of these children, I always, such moms are such an inspiration for me. One of my mentees has signed up for her daughter. She's in the course, and her daughter has multiple autoimmune conditions. She's doing very well. The journey is slow, of course, because she's just 12 years old, and but great sincerity, and the mom being empowered has changed the game. So she
Yeah.
had initially come to me to enroll for her autoimmune disease. I said, I will look after your daughter. as her coach for lifetime, but you get into the community, you empower yourself. So that
Yeah.
has changed a lot, a lot of things at home. So please tell us.
Yeah, so I would say, especially for moms like me, don't think twice. Just go for it. Don't overthink it. And it's not just any other course which you do and forget. It's a course you live through, and it's not only for your child. In the autism community, especially, we have lots of since her diagnosis, since she was, I think, 1.5, 18 months she was when she was diagnosed. Since then, I have been reading about diets and all those things. But all, let's say, GFCF diet, paleo diet, all those diets, and all those diets, they just target one thing, or they just target the kid. What I feel best about this diet, or this low carb diet, especially through after getting the knowledge from D Life, I feel you are not alienating your child with the diet, because we did GFCF diet for Vidusha for 6 to 8 months, and it was tough because only she was doing it. But the best part of this is we all are doing it right now. All of us are low carb, so she is getting benefited a little differently than us, but benefits are there. So this is a really big thing, because we already have so many of challenges. We have to take her to different things and all those things, and then add another challenge on top of it, another diet. So no, but no, that this diet is not a challenge for us now. It's a life. You're just
Yeah,
doing
so
anything.
it's a lifestyle change and it's a massive lifestyle shift for people and for kids on the autism spectrum. I have personally seen so many people, so many children benefiting out of this. Why go for pills only when there is something else that can help you massively along with the pills that are, of course, if necessary, you should take, and we always encourage that. But there is a path that is far more empowering than just suppressing symptoms. Change the game for your children. Empower yourself with the knowledge. You do not even know what a gift of life you'll be giving to them. So, Shinjita, I thank you so much for, coming and speaking about your daughter, about the course. It's very, very valuable information coming from a mother who's handling a autism spectrum kid, and, has seen changes herself. So, I think we'll schedule a podcast soon. But before I go, probably a bit of information on the course itself. For those who are interested, we have the largest content on low carb nutrition and metabolic health. It's the biggest course in the world. 1,000 plus references, 250,000 plus words in the course, 100 plus relevant videos. There's lifetime access to the course once you've completed it, no recertification clause. There's 6 months additional access to the forum from the start of internship. So, and there is no recertification clause. As I said, the course is legally tenable in India. It's the only course in this space. The certification is through NSDC partner, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. We are also India's only CPDSO UK accredited course in this space with the global biggest 144 CPD hours that no other course has. We are the SMHP USA approved CMHE provider, the only ones from India. The course gives free access to D-Life Forum, which is otherwise a subscription-based feature. So to all our enrollees, just to handhold them for the because of the goodwill, we want them all to go out and practice and make a name for themselves. No other course has either the forum, and there's no question of giving you free access. So D-Life is the one that gives you free access to the D-Life Forum, and where you will find all the mentors, all the certified coaches interacting in threads and long conversations over cases. There are about 250 documented success stories of the life alone and 5,000 plus combined success stories of our coaches. There is 2,000 plus original low carb keto recipes that have been widely reviewed and appreciated and recommended by global low carb stalwarts. The biggest collection of low carb recipes in India is Tea Life and in the world as well of Indian low carb recipes. As I already told you about the course itself, so this it's massive. A to Z of Indian low carb is Tea Life taught it. Once you get here, you are adopted like a family member. You do not need to even use Google. As I said, D-Life is the Google of low carb health and low carb nutrition and metabolic health. So with this, I end the video. Thank you, Shinjita. Thank you for coming and speaking to us. Very motivating. And we'll look forward to hearing from you more and how Vidusha is changing and, how you are able to help other people out in the community, in your vicinity, in your city, in your peer group and all of that. Wish you all the best for your future practice.
Yeah.
And yeah, soar high. And all the best. This
Thank
is
you
Ira
so much.
Sahai
It was
signing
really
off.
nice talking to you. Yeah.
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 This is Ira Sahai signing off. I'll be back again with another Day Life Diploma course review video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.